It's been a member of the European Union since 2004, yet Cyprus remains a country shaped by a division that began decades earlier. The south is governed by the internationally recognized Cypriot state. The north is controlled by Turkish Cypriots, backed by Ankara. After a conflict in 1974 that displaced more than 250,000 people, the majority Greek Cypriots. A small island in the eastern Mediterranean, Cyprus lies thousands of kilometres from the European Union's political centre, far from Brussels yet central to the EU's security interests in the eastern Mediterranean. A United Nations patrolled buffer zone cuts through the capital, separating north and south, the front line of a frozen conflict that still divides the island today. That unresolved conflict continues to shape Cyprus's role and overshadows its politics, but its location gives it leverage. The war in Gaza and instability in Lebanon and Syria has raised fears of a wider regional conflict. Cyprus has positioned itself as a hub for humanitarian operations and as a bridge between Europe and the Middle East on energy and regional security, and also with the United States under what's known as the 3+1 framework.
Much more can be achieved in the fields of counter-terrorism, cyber and energy security, always in support of regional stability.
For Cyprus, these partnerships are about influence as much as geography, but it's not the only challenge Cyprus will face during its presidency. The war in Ukraine presents another test: how the European Union sustains support for Kiev while deterring Russian aggression, despite internal divisions over cost and duration. There are also continuing pressures over immigration and cooperation with neighbouring states. Relations between the European Union and Turkey remain strained over Cyprus itself, but also over borders, energy resources and influence in the eastern Mediterranean. As a small country, Cyprus is closer to many of these crises than most of its European partners. And during its presidency, it will have to guide negotiations among the bloc's 27 states at a time where the European Union itself is under strain from within. A scenario all too familiar for this island. Sonia, Gallego, Al Jazeera.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.